Crystal, hi. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Elev8 Event Series. You are an event coordinating company, and you have a ton of employees and doing big events all across the nation, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys are based here in DFW, and I am just so excited to learn more about your business today. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm really excited to learn more about you.
Well, of course, happy to be here.
So can we talk about just like what's the business? Can you just walk us through, what's your business, how it got started and just kind of who you are?
Those are a lot of questions there, Harrison.
Let's
All
start with what's the
one.
business. Let's
Okay, so let's talk about the business. So, Idea Fountain has been in business now officially for 12 years. We have a Dallas office, a Houston office, but we also service San Antonio and Austin. So we cover the entire state of Texas, and yes, we have gone outside of Texas to help service events and things of that nature. But I started the company to bring people together. I had a previous company to this, and I say previous because, well, they're out of business now, bless their hearts. So the main thing is team building. I wanted to focus on team building, bringing people together. How can they interact and have fun without doing the traditional trust falls and, the lame team building that you see. So that started. And then, of course, we added on casino events. So we do casino parties where we bring out the blackjack tables, craps tables, roulette tables, things of that nature. And within the last year and a half, we have now launched our interactive stations. Those interactive stations, we do things like cowboy hat fitting, custom barbecue rubs, tea infusion stations, leather branding, where we get to burn stuff while we're on location. So it's really morphed over the past 12 years, just based on what our clients have needed. So that's ultimately what we do. But we come to you and help you with all sorts of the elements of your events. But ultimately, we want to create things where we're bringing people together, where they're talking and interacting with each other.
Well, so that's awesome. So do you guys have all that in house then? The branding, because I've been to events. I actually bought one of my favorite hats from a event, but they had vendors. So is that something you guys just do all in house?
Everything we do is in house. I am a firm believer that when you start subcontracting out your products or your services, you can't control the quality of product that you are delivering. So, yes, we have a full warehouse here. We do have some great partners that will order supplies from, but when it comes to actually executing events on location, it is all done in house.
So you guys do it all in house. So okay, so that's amazing. All in house. So is it? I mean, how big is your team then? You got to have a pretty big team to specialize in that, or do they all like have are they multiverse where they can do multiple roles, or how do you scale that?
So we have 12 full-time employees that are in the office handling between Houston and Dallas. And then we have approximately 75 contractors that work for us on location. So we host training sessions at night. So when it comes to our casino dealers, they will come in and they'll actually have to go through 2 to 3 different training sessions before they're actually allowed to go on location to work an event. When it comes to team buildings, we also host those training sessions here at the office because not everyone's fit for it. I mean, you have to interact with people and you have to be able to look for certain skills to say, ooh, this team's not working this way. Let me adjust what I'm doing to make sure they actually do work together as a cohesive unit. So we offer training in the evening, and those 75 contractors, they're part-time. We call them up and say, hey, we think you're going to be perfect for this event based on your skills and your knowledge. Are you available to work? And if they are, great. If not, then we do have a full list of people that we can reach out to be our support staff on location.
That's incredible. So I mean, I'm guessing you scaled up over your 12 years, right? You guys been around 12 years. So like, can you walk me through what that process was like? Like, where did you, I mean, you started with, I'm assuming, how many people, and then walk me through like the challenges the process for you guys to get up to that many, that many general contractors and full-time employees.
Okay. So 12 years ago, I started a company. It was
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
And I used my knowledge from the previous company that I had owned to network a little bit, saying, hey, I'm going to start this company. Please help me out with business. And I had 2 amazing ladies that took me underneath their wing and said, come office with us. You can share our support staff, their assistants. So I was able to have some help there. My first employee, her name was Emily, and she was amazing. She's now in New York, married to a doctor, and she just has a beautiful kid now. I miss her so much. When it came to actually booking events, I put an ad out on Craigslist 12 years ago when Craigslist was a thing. You're probably too young to even know what Craigslist
No,
is.
I don't. I'm older. I'm wiser than I look. I'm wiser than I look. I remember Craigslist. We used to do it for apartments. We used to put
Yes.
stuff on for apartments.
So I put an ad out on Craigslist that said, "Hey, I'm looking for help with events. It's part-time. This is what I'm going to pay." I had about 60 people apply and 10 show up. And of those 10 people that showed up, because I was looking for casino dealers at the time, I said, okay, great. I'm going to hire all of you, but you have to come in for training. And I still have Delina, who was one of those people with me. And I had Bill Quiet, who worked for me as well. He's now in Nebraska, I think. But those people that work for me, they came in and they learned the culture of the company. And then Bill started referring people, and then Delina started referring people, and then those people started referring people. And so that's kind of how we built up our sub staff for events. Is it was actually referrals. So in the 12 years, I did the one Craigslist ad. I've done a couple Facebook ads. I think it was pre-COVID to kind of get more people in, because a lot of my people that do, they have other jobs, they move away, some retire and really truly want to retire. So it's just a referral basis. And those that work my events and have proven that they can do a great job on location, I ended up hiring into the office. So everyone that works in my office previously worked events for me before I brought them into the office to be full-time employees. And it works great because they kind of understand what we're looking for on location.
It's incredible. So how have you scaled the client base? Has that been all referrals too?
Yeah, I would say that 90% of my business is referrals. I finally officially have a full-time sales team, and that's been a year.
Okay.
So for the past 11 years, it's all just been like networking events, like NACE, the National Association of Catering and Events, Meeting Planners International. I was the president of Texacom. And so it's all been networking and then referrals. I'm horrible at social media. Like, we post stuff, but I don't follow the SEO stuff, but it's all been referrals, which has been great.
Awesome. I mean, to be able to build a referral business, especially in today's day and age off of events is really amazing. I mean, you said you're a little bit on social media. Have you guys tried like advertising more on social media, or is that a part? Because I'm always looking at, where, one of the questions that I always try to go through with businesses is like, where are you really looking to grow in 2025? Is that on social media, or are you just still trying to grow with the sales team and organic growth?
A little of both. So I have Nicole, who is now my senior creative director. She handles all social media for us. So we do have regular posts, but we're not necessarily looking to grow on the social media side of things. I don't know if it's necessarily our client basis. Now, yes, we do want some clients for casino parties in the interactive stations, but when it comes to team building, just your regular Sally and Bob who are hosting an event would not reach out to us for team building, because that's not what they're looking for. Those are going to be your Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies, the HR directors. So when we do anything on social media, it's primarily targeted for casinos and some interactive stations. I hired a company at one point and was paying them a lot of money to increase our social media presence. I didn't see it. I
Yeah.
didn't see anything.
Yeah. So what are your sales guys? Are they, or gals or girls or guys or both, or are they like scrubbing leads and then finding people on LinkedIn through the corporate, or how is the sales team activating and finding leads?
So all of the above. What we do is anytime that somebody is going to plan an event, they book their hotel first or they book their venue first. So once you book an event and you say, I want to have this type of themed event, or this is what I'm looking for, those people at the venue are going to know Idea Fountain comes in here quite a bit and offers this service. I think Idea Fountain can help you with this. And so those venues will actually refer us to their clients, and that's where we help out. So we really work on building the relationships with the venues because they're the first point of contact with the client. So one of the fun things that we do, and I hope nobody steals our ideas, but we have national days. And this July, there's things like National Gummy Worm Day or National Sugar Cookie Day. Last month was National Yo-Yo Day. So we put together boxes and things of that nature and drop them off at the venues just to say, hey, celebrating National Gummy Worm Day. And so it sticks out because most people, if they're doing cold calls or drops, as we call them, it's some popcorn, it's things like that. But if somebody drops you off a box of gummy worms, you're going to remember them and they're going to stick out. And that then It gets us a meeting in front of them if we don't already have that relationship.
That's really unique way that you've grown and scaled. I mean, especially partnering with venues. So I mean, I just my head goes play. I'm a venue. I love venues and I love finding like cool, unique stuff. And so, have you ever done an outdoor casino night? Is that something that you would do, or is it all indoor stuff?
Well, we're in Texas, so outdoors is limited on when we can do that, especially with the last couple of days with rain.
Yeah.
The equipment can't be outside. But no,
Okay.
we actually have provisions in our agreement that if it is over 85 degrees, then we do need to be inside or we need to have some sort of cooling system. The equipment, I don't care about. The equipment can get wet, the equipment can get hot. That's not a problem. It's my team.
Yeah.
My team is out there and I want to make sure that my team is protected because ultimately, in the end, I mean, we have a 5,000 square foot warehouse full of stuff out in the back, but that's not my product. My team is my product. The people that I'm putting in front of my clients are my true product. And if they're not comfortable or if they could get hot or overheated, then we do ask that we move inside. We've done, I mean, November is great. End of October, love to do outdoor events.
I'm thinking end of October. I got an idea, so I think
End of
that
October is typically really nice here in Texas, so we can be outside, you know, and January, usually January is a great time to be outside too because it's not super hot, but I do prefer to keep my staff inside and warm as well if it's below 45 degrees.
So would you say most of your events are like kind of spread out through DFW? Or are you mostly in Dallas specific? Like where's your favorite venue? Where's some of your go-tos that you really like to utilize?
So I can't say that because then I might have one get mad at me.
No favorites.
So no, we love working at Gillies. They have been partners of us for a long time. The Artisan with anything G Texas related because we work with Dina over there. They really know how to treat us as vendors coming in, and we know the venues really well. We love working at Reunion Tower, even though the load in there is not the best. It's now called Crown Block. You know the big ball over by
Yeah.
Reunion. That is such a cool place to do events in. But we do travel all over DFW and surrounding areas. So we've been going to La Pan quite a bit lately. Midlothian. We just did something in Waco 2 weeks ago. We were out in Tyler, of course, Houston and surrounding areas. We go all over, but we judge our venues based on their loading dock, is how I'll say that. How can we load into your venue? Do you have like Live by Lowe's, love working there. Their loading dock is amazing.
Yeah.
They really thought about, deliveries coming in where some hotels you can't. So
So what does it take? Like, I mean, typically, is it a 24-hour setup? Do you got to come the day before? You do the day of? Like, what's your setup process look like?
depending on like actually physically setting up the equipment on location, typically takes about 2 hours. So
Okay.
if your event starts at
Oh, wow.
4, we'd like to be on location by 2.
Okay.
And then we like to be set at least 30 minutes prior to our event start time. But for that 2 to 3 hour event that we're doing on location, we might have 80 to 120 hours of prep time on the
Yeah.
back end.
So how many, I mean, I know you got a bunch of events this week, busy Monday. And again, thanks for taking the time. How many events are you doing per week, would you say?
Everything is very seasonal since we primarily deal with corporate events. The summer is a little slower for us,
Okay.
but there are, I mean, just looking in September, 15 events per week. And then the first
Per
2 weeks
week?
per week. Yes.
15 events per week?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We have done, I can look it up and make sure I have that number, but we average around 300 events to 350 events per year. So that's almost one per day, but not everyone has an event every day. For example, in December, I've got one Saturday. We have 6 different events going on one day.
God.
So yeah, that's
Wow, that's amazing. That's so is the pricing custom per party or do you have standard pricing or how does that look?
I have standard pricing for interactive stations. For us to come out and do 100 people for leather branding, it's going to be one price. Casinos are very standard as well. A blackjack table costs so much for us to come out. But when it comes to team building events, those are custom. Are we giving back? How many people are there? What are we focusing on? Because when it comes to team building programs, are we working on problem solving with your group? Are we looking at communication? Or is it just a fun way to network and meet people? Are we incorporating a give back program? Do you want this 1 hour or 2 hours? So those are definitely custom prices there because we're really focusing that program on your needs and what you need to focus on with your group.
That's awesome. So any events that you're looking forward to in the next 3 to 6 months? I mean, it's July, so do you have any that like are on the horizon? You're like, man, I can't wait to do that one. Is there any that stick out? I mean, again, I don't want to get you in trouble for playing favorites, but anything that like sticks out?
So we have one event that's happening in November, and it is for 5,000 people over 3 days. We did this event last year, and we actually won an award for the event. So I'm very excited about that. We're actually going on a national level with it, but it is 10 separate team building programs all going on at the exact same time. In one hotel. And then we have a 30-minute break where we have to then clean the room up, reset everything, and then we're doing those exact same 10 programs for the second half of the people there. And then we are doing that 3 days in a row. So technically it is 20 events per day, 3 days in a row. So it ends up being 60 events. That's not including the other fun stuff we're doing, from leather branding, cowboy hats, and trucker hat stations as well. So it's pretty intense. It requires almost 60 people at one time to execute the program, starting at 7:30 in the morning and ending at 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So I know
Insane.
it sounds crazy, but I'm looking forward to that one because the people are just so much fun to work with.
Yeah. Do you ever get event hangovers? Do you ever just like after an event spend so much time and effort into it, and then you're just like the next day you're like yeah, okay, good. I'm not the only one because I do that, and then I'm like, dude, I literally don't talk to me for a week. It takes me like a week to recover, but I'm not as seasoned as you. I couldn't imagine doing one every day.
Yeah, it usually takes me about 24 hours to 48 hours to recover from those big events. And it's stay at home, order the ice cream, get the Netflix ready, and
D on my phone, like
yes,
nobody.
do not disturb on my phone. Don't call me. Even if you are my mom, Mom, I love you, but
Yeah.
don't call me after that.
Give me all the good food. Let me get my calories back up. Please D the phone and I just like I totally feel you on that. All right, last question. We're gonna wrap this up. So
Okay.
you have to do it. Everybody does it. It's not weird. Nothing's gonna happen. I need you to
Okay.
close your eyes real quick, and I
Okay.
need you to just picture Crystal's dream event. What would it be? You're the headline sponsor. You put it together. It's promotion for your company. What are you doing?
God, we did that. We did that 2 years ago for our 10th birthday party. So we're not going to do it again until 15. We don't have anniversaries here at the company. We celebrate birthdays, but it was one hell of an event. We rented out crash toys. We invited every client and every staff that we had, and we threw a 10-year-old's birthday party, from the bright colored
Hey,
balloons, cakes, confettis. I mean, everything, open bar, of course. But that was an amazing event to promote the company. We're going to do it again at 15 and then at 20. Who knows what we're going to do, since we'll probably be moving outside of the state of Texas and have offices there. Yeah, I mean, let's have a hell of a birthday party, because that's just
bigger
what we
and better.
celebrate.
I love that. I can't wait
Yeah,
to I can't wait. Hopefully I'm invited to the 15 year,
you
but
only got 3 years to wait, so
I
no
only
worries.
got 3 years. Just put me on the list. I want to be on there. I want to get a VIP invite, please.
Of course.
But thank you so much for coming on, Crystal. Like, seriously, learned so much. Congrats and kudos to you on all the success you've had thus far. I'm looking to grow with you, and I think we got some really big things on the horizon. So thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know about this October event, and I'll check the calendar and see if we're available.
Okay, sounds good. See you,
All
Crystal.
right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.